Alright, yo, what is up, guys? I feel like it's been a while, but we're here for Esper profile. Finally, we got the new character that's going to be coming out here in Dislyte shortly. It's called the Fatum sisters, and let's go ahead and check them out. Before we move on, I'd appreciate it if you guys subscribe to the channel. Help your boy get to 1,000 subscribers, guys. We're almost there, so make sure you guys press that button. I'm always excited for these Esper profiles because they're always exciting, you know, just new characters in general. Sorry if it's a bit loud. Made sure I turned it down a bit. Hope it's not too low. Okay, so they ended up winning the voting for the next character. Honestly, I like the other character, but I also didn't mind these characters. So they seem pretty cool. I like the coloring. They kind of remind me of like the Powerpuff Girls, but like in like Dislyte aesthetic, in the God format too. So we got their first ability here. Very beautiful looking beam on their first ability. We'll go over the abilities here after we just see the animations and stuff. Want to be able to focus on that first. Also, like a nice heal with a ring around. That looked nice. Trio of Destiny. This is their ultimate here. That is actually so cool. Wow, that is a beautiful ult. Beautiful looking ult. Love the animations on that. That might be the best animations. And look at that screenshot. You guys know me, I love anime, so yo, shout out to the Dislyte artists, man. They did great on this one. Let's not waste any more time. Let's just get right into their first ability, Heart Beam. What it does is deals damage to one enemy based on the Fatum sisters attack. Has a chance to reduce AP. Okay, so pretty cool, pretty simple. I just love the animation. But yeah, they're a support class. I also forgot to tell you guys, they are a support class, so they're not going to do the most damage, but they are going to be supporting, dropping AP. Obviously we can see here, and let's see what else we have in store for them. Now the second ability here is called Sparkling Stage. So what that does is dispels all debuffs from one ally and grants him or her invincibility. Heals all allies. Healing amount is a certain percentage of the target's allies max HP. Grants speed up to all allies. Now the most powerful thing I see on here is the fact that you do get a speed up buff to your entire team. I always value the speed up buff. And if you don't, and I never had a speed up buffer, but this immensely helps your rotations, especially in PvE and PvP. So speed up is something you definitely shouldn't underestimate, guys. And the other parts, I feel like they're okay because it only dispels all debuffs off one enemy, which is all right. Applies invincibility, which is okay. We don't know how many turns the invincibility is for. If it's 2 turns, it's actually really good. If it's 1 turn, it's okay, it's whatever. 1 turn invincibility really is just like whatever. And then it has an AoE heal based on your allies' max HP. Now this will only really be effective towards those characters that you build with a lot of HP. But if you're, most of the time DPSs don't have high HP, and tanks, for the most part, the tanks we have, Thor and Renzi, they're relying on defense, so they're stacking defense. They don't have too much HP. It's more like the supporters that'll probably get a big heal. So maybe running aside another supporter with them, or someone that has a lot of HP, would probably do you good. Maybe the new character you can make off the Esper fusions, Everett. I think he'd probably be a good option for them, and they'd probably be a good pairing in PvP. But seems pretty solid so far because they do have the dispel and stuff, which is always nice. But that speed up buff, guys, is huge, I believe, and just everything else is like some good sprinkle on top. Not the strongest ability, but it still is something good. And like I said, the speed up buff is huge. And this is how the animation looks here, guys. Very, very nice looking. Oh, as you can see, the purify happened. They went ahead and dispelled themselves, put the speed up on them, and the I don't see the invincibility buff on them, but yeah, it's supposed to give invincibility. Okay, now their ultimate, we got Trio of Destiny. Let's see what we got here. Deals damage to all enemies multiple times based on the Fatum sisters attack. Reduces AP of all enemies. We don't know how much AP, of course, because when they do these, I've always said I wish they just tell us exactly the information, but they just never do it. So I guess we'll just read whatever we got and go based off that. So yeah, the AP, we don't know how much is going to be pushed by. It could be any number, so it really depends. I'm guessing since it's their ultimate, it's going to be a pretty good pushback, but we don't know. And it says here, if an enemy speed is lower than the sisters, this skill will further reduce their speed by a certain percentage. Grants defense up to all allies. Okay, so we got also a defense buffer, which is nice. And if I'm guessing correctly, if you have that speed up buff, they will most likely give you that extra AP pushback. So they'll have that first initial, let's say 15% AP. It could be more, could be less. I'm just using numbers here. 15% pushback. If they are slower, you can go ahead and use the second part of the ability will activate, because you'll have the speed buff and you can push them further back. Now this is to all enemies, guys, so this is an AoE pushback, and also a buff with defense on it, which is nice. So overall, pretty decent ultimate. Like I said, I just need to see those numbers. And we got another defense upper, which is defense up is always nice, but we have a lot of characters that kind of do that already. But it's good that they bring their own, because you can swap out with other supports that do different things that you can swap in and out. So I think it's pretty decent overall. And let's go ahead and look at the ability here.
Whether in the future or the past,
and this is their ultimate. Really cool. Very, very nice looking. As you can see, it was the AP down, and it's AoE. Now overall, I think they are good. Now I can't give you my final thoughts on them, because like I said, I need to see the numbers, guys. But so far, I think they're pretty good. So we'll see what happens once we see the numbers, but they have some utility. They have the AP pushback. Of course, I believe you're gonna just want to build them fast with speed, just because it synergizes with their ult. And that's what I see from here, guys. I think they'll be pretty good in PvE and some use in PvP as well. So I don't think you're going to be really relying on them for heal. It's more of a AP pushback in and buffing. So, but that's about it here, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. It's your boy Jadaa. I'm out. Peace.